I have basically a month's worth of IST purchases, as well as a Pokemon box and a couple of Lego sets I was able to pick up from a Target sale. So stay tuned to find out what I got. Hello everybody and welcome into haul video number 133. Again, thank you guys all for watching and tuning in. I know it's been a little bit of time here, and just because I've had a delay in terms of purchases and stuff like that. So I don't think I mentioned the last time, but at the time of this recording, no buy January is over. So basically what I have here for you guys is a whole month's worth of purchases for IST. At the time of this recording, it's basically the end of February, so this is essentially my February spending for IST purchases. I do have one book in this pile that I actually got from an IST purchase that I made back in mid-December, so it took over 2 months for it to ship to me. So I'll show what that is here shortly as well. But yeah, I have that for you guys, and then I also have a Pokemon box that I was able to pick up at Target. I think I picked it up at. And then I also have some Lego sets that I was able to get at various places. I think pretty much all of them were Target. I got some at the Lego store. So I'll kind of explain that as I go through too. But yeah, first full form video here in a while, and I'm really excited to go over this stuff with you guys. I will say I do have some more content coming down the pipeline for you guys. I did go on a giant comic book trip with my friends this past weekend, again at the time of this recording, and I do have 2 days worth of comics to show that I picked up, so I'll split those into 2 videos, day 1 and then day 2, and I'll kind of explain a little bit about what we did each day, so we can kind of recount that experience. But those are coming in future haul videos, so stay tuned for that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into these sections of the video, starting as always with the comics. Alright guys, welcome into the comic book section here for haul video number 133. So as I mentioned, this is essentially my IST purchases from the month of February, minus one book, which I will show there. And a lot of good stuff. I feel like January had some pretty good releases, and most of these books that you'll see here in this haul are from the January slate of releases that have come out. You know, of different collections, stuff like that, stuff that I got my hands on. So definitely wanted to pick that stuff up, and you know, just trying to stay ahead of it because some stuff goes out of print pretty easily. So I've been kind of on top of that. But yeah, we'll start off. I basically divided it up into kind of the thinner trades, and then we'll work our way down to epics and complete collections, and then we'll finish off with some omnis. So we'll kind of go from thinner to thickest, I guess, if that makes sense. So first book here is from the thumbnail for this. Actually, before I get into this, I will say what I've been reading this month. So while I was on No Buy January, I did read a lot of stuff. I finished Gotham Central. I might have mentioned that. I read, I can't honestly remember, honestly. I think I read some Thanos stuff. And I know I did read Infinity Crusade. I talked about that. Infinity Entity. Dipped around a little bit, read some other stuff. Sweet Tooth, I think, was another one that I read. Read Age of Ultron. And then I might have mentioned in the last video, but if I didn't, I did fully dive into reading Walking Dead. And I am 3 chapters away from finishing the whole series. I've read the 3 compendiums. I'm on the 4th one currently. I'm over halfway through that. Hopefully intend to finish that either today or tomorrow. Probably not going to be today. Probably will be tomorrow. But really have enjoyed that series. I definitely think I like the first half of the series better than the second, but I just felt like it evolved into a much different book halfway through the series, which happens. You know, you have 193, 196 issues, whatever it is. of story to tell, and I think Robert Kirkman did a fairly good job of explaining it. Also, fun fact, me and my girlfriend started watching the show. So we're currently working through season 2. We have a couple episodes left of season 2, and then we'll be on to season 3. Certainly not at the point yet where I'm at in the comics, right? Obviously. But it's really cool to see the adaptations of the show from the comic. They definitely take some liberties in some places, but they still stay true to the characters, I feel like, in a lot of other places. So, um, you know, it's a pretty acclaimed show. 11 seasons just recently ended, so I'm very excited to work my way through that and kind of see how they compare. I've heard some people say that they do kind of separate off at a certain point, and I know that what the comic and the show are both coming out and being written at the same time at a certain point there, so that probably was the case of why that was happening. But yeah, overall, really, really enjoyed the series, and I'm very excited to finish it in the comic and then also to watch it on Netflix. So there's that. But anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the haul here. So keeping with the theme of The Walking Dead, I picked up this book, Clementine Book 1, written by Tillie Walden. So I might have mentioned it. I did show it on a haul video here recently, maybe under a year ago. I did pick up Tillie Walden's kind of biopic graphic novel called Spinning. And for anyone who hasn't read that, I highly recommend picking that up. It's a really great story. And again, it's kind of like a biopic, autobiography, graphic novel of Tillie Walden's life. So really highly recommend that graphic novel. Again, it's called Spinning. But went ahead and picked this up. This is called Clementine Book 1, and this is from the world of The Walking Dead. So I don't think this is really a spoiler to say, but I have not seen this character show up in the book yet. I'm not sure if she's going to be introduced in another way or whatever, but I saw The Walking Dead link here, and my interest was piqued, obviously, because I'm reading it right now. So I definitely will be giving this a read after I finish my 4th compendium here, which again should be in the next couple days. So we'll definitely put this at the top of that reading pile for me. And again, very impressed with Tillie Walden's writing and art as well. I think she also is on art here. So very, very excited to see kind of how she handles this character and this world. So really awesome to see that, and pretty decent price. I think I might have gotten this for a discount, well, I did get it for a discount. I bought an IST, but I think it might have been on an additional sale. I'm not sure, but regardless, got that for a pretty good price. All right, next book here is also a book that I've actually read before I did this haul video, and it was in anticipation for the Ant-Man 3 movie, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, and that is the Ant-Man Antiversary collection here, which collects Ant-Man, the 2022 series, numbers 1 through 4. You got Al Ewing, Tom Riley, Jordy Belair, and then you also have Tales to Astonish, numbers 37 and 43, which I've already read, so don't need to read those again. But yeah, this is an interesting story. I don't think I showed the art in the other book, so I apologize, but this is interesting. It's like there's a time traveling Ant-Man that goes through the different realms here to speak with Hank Pym, Eric O'Grady, and Scott Lang. So it's really cool. The first issue kind of has like that classic pinup look of the 60s, pretty nice art style going on there. And then you get into kind of the Robert Kirkman, Phil Hester art style there, which I'm pretty sure this is not Phil Hester on art here, but very much in that vein. So wanted to squeeze this in to my reading here. So I did take a little bit of a break during the 3rd Walking Dead compendium to catch up on some Ant-Man books. So I read this. I also read some Unstoppable Wasp stuff that I had, which was not good. But yeah, I would highly recommend this for anyone who is an Ant-Man fan and wants to, has read the various eras of Ant-Man. I think you would appreciate this. It kind of goes off the rails a little bit for me towards the end. I won't say what it is, but I just feel like it kind of goes a little bit too big for what Ant-Man is, to me at least, but some other people might find that appealing. I don't know. But yeah, this is a really nice bookend to my Ant-Man collection, and now I've read all the stuff in my Ant-Man collection. The only thing from Ant-Man that I'm probably still going to want to get, and I'm probably going to wait for a sale for it or something, is the Ant-Man Giant Man Epic Collection that has come out. It collects a bunch of additional Tales to Astonish stuff and issues that I've already read in other collections. But the main thing of why I want to collect that is that it has Black Goliath miniseries in there, and I do want to read that. Or I'm not sure if it's a miniseries or if it's just the beginning of the series, but regardless, I do want to have that at some point. I just don't feel like spending $27 on IST for it. I might wait for like a buy two get one free sale on Target. You know, I know they do those sales from time to time, so we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted on kind of what I end up getting there. All right, moving along here, we have another trade paperback that I wanted to pick up, and this is the Dr. Aphra collection here, volume 5, titled Worst Among Equals. Got this for a damage sale, I believe, on IST. It's just the folded side there on the folded creased back cover there, which doesn't really bother me that much. But this was a piece of the original Dr. Aphra series that I didn't have, and I believe I have everything. I might need to check and make sure I'm not missing any other trade paperbacks, but yeah, this is one of those paperbacks that I just couldn't find anywhere in a store, so was looking on IST. They had a damage sale for this, and lo and behold, this is one of the ones I needed. So really cool to get that going. All right, next book I got here, again, another series that I've been continuing to collect, and it's funny, when I read this series originally, I thought I had everything collected, and turns out it's still an ongoing series. So there's still volumes being pumped out, which is not a big deal for me. I can certainly keep up with them in trade, and that is Lazarus Volume 7. And this is definitely the chunkiest of all of them. You can see here the spine, very big. This is Rick Remender, Michael Lark, I believe. So, yeah, a lot of good stuff here. I would have to look up to see kind of what issues are in here. So we got issues 27 through 28 of Lazarus, and then Lazarus Risen, numbers 5 through 7. So these are, I'm assuming these are thicker, kind of oversized issues in this book here. Hence the reason why this book is so big. But really, really enjoy this series of Lazarus. I really like the concept. I recently read the Lazarus X Plus 66 collection, which kind of had some additional world building stories around it, I believe. So that was really cool. You can see here kind of what that looks like. So pretty neat, and really like that ongoing series there. All right, next books I got here, continuing. The theme of the day is Robert Kirkman, so picked up volumes 4 and 5 of Firepower, and I believe one of these was on sale maybe, or like one of them was on discount for some reason. But yeah, these are amazing. Chris Samney's still on art. So this one collects issues 13 through 18 of Firepower. And this is to the point now where I have not read the series. I jumped off probably like 6 or 7 issues in and just committed myself to reading it fully in trade. At this point, I think I'm just going to commit to getting the trades from now on. Robert Kirkman, there's one thing you can always count on, is that it's going to be a very long story and a very long run of a book. So we'll see how long this goes for. But you can see here, this is volume 5. This collects issues 19 through 24. And again, Chris Samney art, you really can't beat that. I mean, and this is just beautiful, and the colors are just amazing as well. I'm not sure who the colorist is. I'm assuming it might be Matt Wilson or Russ Wooten, one of those two on the bottom there. But yeah, just a very, very pretty book, and from what I can remember when I read it, I just really loved the story. Was just amazing too. So really great creative team, and I'm sure that's going to get the compendium treatment, oversized hardcover treatment. I'm not sure absolutes, and they don't really do that, but yeah, regardless, it's going to get the treatment it deserves. All right. Next here, another trade paperback I wanted to pick up, another series I've been collecting, and that is Postal Volume 5. This collects issues 17 through 20 of Postal, and yeah, we're getting towards the end here. I think there's only 7 or 8 volumes of Postal, and then that's it. So really close to finishing this up, and again, haven't started it yet, but I've heard a lot of good things about this this series. For anyone who's not familiar, Postal is basically about a town that is basically lived in by a bunch of killers, I believe. So yeah, hence the name Postal, I guess. Going postal. Not sure if that's kind of the reference there, but again, I'll have to read the book and find out. But yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about this, and really excited to read this series once I collect it all. Okay, so that was all the trade paperbacks, thinner trade paperbacks. Let's go ahead and get into some of the thicker ones here, starting with Fantastic Four by Jonathan Hickman, Volume 4. And I believe this is the last volume of the Fantastic Four complete collections that I needed for Jonathan Hickman's run, which is interesting because I could have swore there was only 3 that I needed, but I saw this one get solicited, and I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm going to need this. So you can see here the interiors. This collects issues 605 to 611 of Fantastic Four, as well as 605.1, and then it also collects FF number 17 through 23. So this is part of that John Hickman readathon that I've been setting up here. I have Secret Warriors, Avengers, you know, some Ultimate Thor, stuff like that. But yeah, really excited to get this. So we'll put that down there. And I'm going to sneeze. Oh. There's no haul video that's complete without me sneezing, right? So there's that. All right. Okay, so I'm back. Just got done sneezing there. Okay, so moving into some other thicker paperbacks. This book was the one that I was waiting on forever for. I ordered this back on December 14th, and it got shipped to me like basically a week ago, I think. So it's been over 2 months since I ordered this book, and I'm really happy I got it now. I hope that they keep printing this. I've looked for a second volume of this collection style for this series, and I have not seen one shown yet, so I'm not sure if it's solicited and it hasn't come out yet. But regardless, that book is Stranger Things Volume 1 here, Omnibus, by Dark Horse. This collects a bunch of stories. It's interesting because there's no issue numbers to this, which kind of annoys me a little bit, so it's kind of hard to track like what's being collected in here. But this is some really nice stuff. I'm a big fan of Stranger Things. Really hyped for or for season 5. But this is really going to tide me over until that time comes. Probably when season 5 gets closer to being released, which who knows when that will be, probably 2024 or 2025. I definitely want to give this a read just to kind of get me hyped for the series again. So yeah, really nice collection here, and a decent price. I mean, a thick paperback like this for $30, and then with the discount on IST, this came out to like $16, $17. So you really can't beat that price for this. So pick that up. I'm gonna go blow my nose real quick, and then I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back from blow my nose. Again, just something that happens, I guess, every single haul video. I need to sneeze, so we'll keep that tradition going. But anyways, continuing on here, we have some epics that I'll show off here. So starting, I guess, semi-alphabetically here, we have some epic collections for Spider-Man from the 90s, and this is volume 24 of the Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collection. This is Invasion of the Spider Slayers. This collects issues 368 to 377, annual number 27, Spider-Man Doctor Strange, The Way to Dusty Death, and Spider-Man Special Edition, The Trial of Venom. So I believe I've read the Spider-Man Doctor Strange, The Way to Dusty Death. I believe it's in one of my graphic novel collections I have for Spider-Man. So I'll probably be skipping that. But yeah, just another piece of 90s Spider-Man that I don't have in my collection here. and really starting to fill out that era of Spider-Man right now, right? We have Life Theft, we have Maximum Carnage, Round Robin, Return of the Sinister Six. So this is going to fit somewhere in there. I don't know off the top of my head where that would go, but really hyped to have this. You know, a lot of good Epic collections are being pumped out now, and we're really starting to round out some gaps in a lot of my favorite characters' histories with those. So definitely getting towards the end here for Epics. I feel like we've pretty much have had everything almost released completely here, so we're getting there. Next Epic here is another Spider-Man one, and that is the Hero Killers. This is volume 23, so this precedes the volume I just showed. And this collects issues 361 to 367 of Amazing Spider-Man, as well as annual number 26. We got Amazing Spider-Man Soul the Hunter and material from Spectacular Spider-Man annual number 12, Web of Spider-Man annual number 8, and New Warriors annual number 2. As you can see here, the back, pretty neat. This is volume 23 of Spider-Man. You can see here some really nice art going on here. It looks like Spider-Man facing off against Kraven, some type of zombie of Kraven, it looks like. Yeah, really neat. Again, these are 2 consecutive volumes right next to each other that really cover a large expanse of the 90s here for Spider-Man. This is 92. The one I just showed was 93 to 94. So, yeah, really cool to have both of these. Unfortunately, both of these were $45 before the discount, so they were a little bit more expensive. But honestly, for Spider-Man Epics, I'm willing to pay a little bit more because I know that they're probably going to go out of print faster than most other books. It's just because of the character, right? People pay for the character, so that's that. All right, next Epic here I picked up was one I got from Target, actually. So Target had a sales, buy one, get one. Buy one book, get another one 50% off. And this book, as well as the next book I'll show, were actually slightly discounted already on Target.com. So by the time you did the discount everything, they actually worked out to cheaper than IST. So that's why I ended up picking them up here. And that is volume 4 of Silver Surfer, titled Parable. And this collects the Silver Surfer 1987 series, numbers 15 through 23, annual number 1 through 2, Fantastic Four number 325, Marvel graphic novel Silver Surfer, as well as the Silver Surfer series from 1988, numbers 1 and 2, and material from Marvel Comics Presents number 1. So a lot of stuff here. You can see here the back. This is one that I was tempted to get when it came out. You can see Kang up there. But I kind of held off and was able to get it for a little bit cheaper. So, you know, obviously Silver Surfer is definitely a character I want to read fully at some point and enjoy. Maybe once his MCU appearance gets closer, I'll probably go through and read some of the stuff and enjoy it, obviously. But for right now, just wanted to grab that for a decent price. So there's that for you. So I don't really have too many Silver Surfer epics. I have the Stan Lee and John Buscema Omnibus. I have Thanos Quest, Infinity Gauntlet, and Resurrection. All of those I think I found at stores for, like, you know, cheaper, like less than or more than 50% off. So that's why I picked them up. I didn't pay full price for any of these, obviously, or ordered them on IST. So yeah, that's kind of where that goes, I guess. So yeah, I really need to get that for a cheapish price, I guess. All right, next book I got here, another epic that I was kind of on the fence on getting, but wanted to get this just to kind of have a little bit of a bookend to Peter David's run on X Factor, and that is the X Factor Epic Collection Afterlives. This is volume 9, collecting X Factor 101 to 111, as well as annual number 9 and Spider-Man and X Factor Shadow Games numbers 1 through 3, X-Force number 38, and Excalibur 82. So I believe, like I said before, I believe this collects stuff after Peter David's run. This is J.M. DeMatteis on here. I think it's Tom DeZago, I want to say. Let me see here. Todd DeZago, sorry. DeZago, whatever that is. But yeah, pick this up for a decent price here. Again, another piece of X-Men book history that I figured I grab. And, you know, there's some more X Factor books that are coming out, but I think this is kind of where I'll hop off. I don't see myself picking up anymore unless I see them for like super cheap somewhere, which again, it's kind of hard to find nowadays, unfortunately. But yeah, really cool to get that for a decent price. All right. And then this last epic here that I have is from a character that the first couple epics I didn't pick up because they double dipped heavily with Spider-Man. And I was like, I don't need to buy these if I already have them collected somewhere else. It's kind of a waste of money, to be honest. But this was the first one I saw that came up that had a lot of crossovers and miniseries that I've not read from this character. And, you know, this is 90s after all, so I'm excited for what this will kind of contain. And that is the Venom Epic Collection titled Carnage Unleashed. So this collects Spider-Man, the Arachnids Project, number 6, Web of Spider-Man 118 through 119, Spider-Man number 52 to 53, Venom Separation Anxiety numbers 1 through 4, Venom Carnage Unleashed numbers 1 through 4, Venom Sinner Takes All number 5, Uncanny Origins number 7, and material from Venom Sinner Takes All numbers 1 through 4. So really the main reason why I bought this was because of those miniseries, and this was on a slight a greater discount on IST, so that's another reason why I picked it up too. But you can see here some interiors. That's some crazy 90s stuff going on there, but I think this will be fun to read. You know, I've read Venom Lethal Protector, so I do have that in collection. I just picked up the trade paperback for that, and this is the only other Venom book that I think I have in my collection. So, you know, not really a big collection of Venom stuff, but I think I'll enjoy reading this. At least this will read fast. So there's that. All right, so I know it's been a really long segment, so we'll get into these two Omnis. So both these Omnis were stuff that I was heavily anticipating to get, so this was not stuff that I bought on a whim. I definitely was looking forward to these, and I've waited so long for these to come back into print. It's ridiculous. And that first one here is Fantastic Four by John Byrne, Volume 2. So I'm pretty sure like at least 8 or 5 years ago, I bought the first volume of John Byrne's Fantastic Four run, and Marvel never announced or solicited the reprint of the second volume until about maybe 6 months ago. And I can say I finally have all of his run collected in Omnibus. The only thing that triggers me is that this is a new spine design compared to the old one I had, so that will bother me slightly, but overall, I'm really hyped to get this. Really amazing run. I love John Byrne as a writer and an artist, so and I've heard so many good things about his run on Fantastic Four, so really excited to get that. I forgot to say what's on here, but in this book here, you have issues 261 to 295 of Fantastic Four, annual number 18 and 19, Alpha Flight number 4, Thing number 10 and number 19, Avengers Annual number 14, and material from Secret Wars 2 number 2, Epic Illustrated 26 to 34, What If number 36, and What The number 2 and number 10, as well as Thing from number 7, and Fantastic Four Roast and Fantastic Four Special Edition number 1. So a lot of good stuff in here. You can see here the spine, and I definitely think I've read the Avengers Annual, so I might be able to skip that, but we'll see. But regardless, really cool to have this in collection there. So there's that. And then the last book here I got, which I was really anticipating, and it's funny, because of this book, I was actually able to sell off a couple of other books in my collection because they were collected in this book. And that is the first volume of Kurt Busiek and George Perez Avengers run in omnibus form. So I went with the DM variant cover for this, which I think looks really nice. The original cover is really cool too, but you can see here we have some stuff on the back here. Really love this era of Marvel. This collects issues numbers 1 through 23 of the 1998 Avengers series, as well as number 0. Collects Iron Man number 7, Captain America number 8, Quicksilver number 10, Avengers Squadron Supreme annual 98, Avengers annual 99, Avengers Forever numbers 1 through 12, and Avengers number 1 rough cut. So some of this stuff I might be able to skip, or I might reread, because the issues of Iron Man, Captain America, and Quicksilver are tie-ins for a storyline called Live, Create, or Die, which actually are also included in the Iron Man by Kurt Busiek omnibus, which is behind me. So I don't know if I want to reread that again, but depending on how the story flows, I might want to reread it, so we'll see. But regardless, really pumped to get this, and I'm really hyped for Volume 2. I don't know if they've announced it yet, if it's getting released yet, but really hope we get Volume 2 sometime soon so I can sit down and read this era of Avengers, which is very, very much acclaimed. Arguably one of the best Avengers runs of all time. Not just because of Kurt Busiek's writing, but George Perez's art is second to none, really. So, excuse me. Yeah, really hyped for that. So there's that. And that is all of my books. So really, really long segment here. I apologize for all of that, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this section here, and really hyped to put all this stuff away in my collection finally. So let's go ahead and get into the trading card section here for haul video 133. Alright guys, welcome into the trading card section here for haul video number 133. So I can't remember the last time I did one of these, but I was at Target last weekend with my girlfriend, and I did notice they had some new Pokemon boxes on sale. This one was only 20 bucks, which I thought was a pretty good deal for 4 booster packs and a couple of, V cards and stuff like that. So this one is the Crown Zenith Redrago V collection. So really, really nice box here. So we'll go ahead and get this opened, but yeah, really cool to get another big card here and some other nice additions. So we'll open this up, we'll go through these booster packs, see what we got. Hopefully we got something good, and we'll see. Alright, I'm trying to be as surgical about this as possible. I'm trying to destroy this stuff. Really nice big card there. Add that to the binder there of all the other ones that I have in my collection. Okay, it's funny, I actually just got done reorganizing my whole Pokemon card collection into a better storage system, so we'll do that. Here's the download code for that, if anyone cares to use that. And here is the Redrago V card. Pretty nice looking card there. So we'll put that over there. I'm not sure what I did with the other plastic piece. Oh, it's right here. Okay. And then we also have a Regieleki. Guess these are more Reggie, Reggie characters from the Gen 3 games. So, all right. So, I guess these are still Sword and Shield cards here. I haven't been keeping up with Pokemon cards a lot, I'll be honest. We have 4 Crown Zenith booster packs here, so we'll give these an opening and see what we find here. They're all the same, so we won't spend too much time going over them. And I still don't know how to open up card packs. Oh well. All right. Here's the code for this one. So have fun with that. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. We got some electric energy there. Got a great ball. A graveler. We got a rare candy. Got a poniard. Got a Bidoof. Got a potion. We have a Galarian Mr. Mime. I have a couple of those. Sunkern. Pretty useless Pokemon. A reverse hollow Corphish. Pretty cool there. And wow, we have a Zeraora V-Star. Wow, wait, what a nice first card there to start our little haul there, our unboxing. Wow, that's pretty neat. There we go. Okay. So we just need to find a Zeraora V card and we'll be set. This is pretty much useless without it, so we'll see how that goes. Alright. I feel like Pokemon wouldn't do me dirty like that, right? Give me a V-Star card, but not give me something to use it with. There's that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have Grass Energy. We have Gloom. It's a funny looking card there. Got a Great Ball again. Got some Trekking Shoes. We have a Skrelp. I think that's the first time I've gotten one of those cards. Maybe I've had one in the past. We got a Helioptile. We have a Wooloo. A bunch of those. We got a Shinx. Got a bunch of those as well. We got a Pancham. We got a full art Altaria card. Wow, this is some nice looking card here. Also holographic, or I don't know, probably not, but wow, really neat card there. We're gonna put that in a sleeve immediately. And then finishing off our list here, we have a Blossom. So we do have a little evolution chain going on there with Gloom. Just need an Oddish, which I think I have one in my collection, so. Cool, all right, well we got something there too. Wow, the pull rates are definitely pulling through for me, you can say. That's an awful pun, sorry about that. Okay. Here's the code for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got a Fire Energy there. Another Trekking Shoe. We have a Luxio. We have a Lost Vacuum. Never seen that one before. We have a Whalmer. Another Shinx, Rapid Strike. We have a Larvesta. I have a couple of those in my collection. There you go, you have an Oddish, so we now have a full evolution chain for Oddish. And then we have a Seal. A couple of those. We have a Reverse Hollow Snorunt. And finishing off with a full art Friends in Hisui. That is really neat. Love that. That's really cool. Basically lets you draw 3 cards, but that's a nice full art there. Wow. We are coming in clutch. Let's go. Now watch, this last one's gonna be super underwhelming. Wow, so we've gotten 2 full art cards and we got a V-Star card on top of the V card that we've already gotten with this box. So pretty good luck here, to be honest. All right, here is that code. Whoever has these codes, man, you're gonna have some pretty good cards. So 4 cards that way. Okay, we have some Dark Energy there. Another Graveler. Pokemon Catcher. We have a Salazzle. Another Snorunt. Another Rockruff that I have. A bunch of those. We have a Tangela. Baltoy. Galarian Meowth. We have a full art Mew card. Wow. This is some luck here. Here's that. And if you can believe it or not, we have another Zeraora V-Star card. What are the fucking chances of that? Literally got 2 of these in my pack and I can't even use them because I don't have a V card. So that sucks. Wow, that is some weird luck there. But maybe I'll find another pack, we'll have to see. But yeah, wow, that is some insane luck, right? To get a V-Star card and a full art card in the same pack. That's just nuts. Wow. that is some really great luck. It's funny, like haven't bought a lot of Pokemon cards recently, and it's just stuff like this that just gets me back into it, because it's just like, how the hell does that happen, right? So that's nuts. Wow, what a great pull there, and hope you guys enjoyed this section. I gotta put all these cards away and categorize them, so we'll see how that goes. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this section of the video. All right, guys, welcome into the Lego section here for haul video number 133. So yeah, a lot of places I mean, obviously with no buy January being over, you know, a lot of people probably expect me to go hog wild on Lego buying, but to be honest, there's really not a lot of sales right now and not a lot of stuff to buy for me right now, to be honest. So I've kind of been just buying some stuff that I've been slowly putting off buying that I wanted to get. So we'll go through it here. I made some purchases at Target, Lego store. I think that's pretty much it. So the things I end up getting at Target, I'll start here with those. I got some poly bags, so ended up picking up the new Lego Star Wars poly bag for this year, which is an X-Wing. I actually already built this. It's on my desk, so this one I will keep sealed. And this is celebrating the 40 years of Return of the Jedi. Pretty mid X-Wing build here. I do prefer some of the older X-Wing builds in polybag form. This one I feel like it's just not as detailed as the other ones were, in my opinion. But regardless, really nice to get that. You can see the Death Star 2 in the background there. So really nice polybag there for $5. The next one here I bought. Should have bought more, I feel like, but I'm okay with just having one. Well, I do have two of them. I already built one, and I'll keep one sealed. And that is the Lego 30652 Doctor Strange's Interdimensional Portal. So really neat to get a Marvel polybag. Even more neat to get one with a minifigure. I believe this is the same figure we got in the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness sets, I believe. Or the Sanctum Sanctorum. I got to double check. This might be a little bit different. You know, torso and leg piece here, but really neat. It's nice. This kind of has like it has a little dimensional portal thing, and then within it has a little micro scale like city. So I think that's a really cool design there. And fun fact, we're actually getting one kind of similar in design coming in the next couple months. It's like a Quidditch like field with Cho Chang flying above it, which, you know, and the field's really small. So it's kind of like that forced perspective type of look there, which I think is really cool. I applaud Lego for trying, you know, finding creative ways to make polybags rather than just simple like buildings or vehicles that we've gotten millions of times. So really cool to see that. So keep those ones sealed in my collection. I have a bunch of them to take home and keep sealed. So that's pretty neat there. All right, moving on here. I went to the Lego store couple of weeks ago at this point with my girlfriend. We just went for the day to shop and, you know, just walk around and get some lunch. And I went to the Lego store, picked up some sets. This one here is a character pack that was on sale, and this is the 40526. It has like a scooter and like 3 minifigures and like a little like charging station, which I thought was pretty neat. So some nice accessories there and some nice minifigs. So can't go wrong with that. I'll give that a build at some point and probably save it for my city build whenever that will come. All right, some other sets that I picked up here from the Lego store. I got at a botanical collection daffodils, which look very, very basic to me, but I do like having these to kind of add to my flower bouquet collections that we have here in our apartment. So definitely will build these and throw them into that just to kind of fill them out a little bit more. But yeah, nice little collection here for 12, 13 bucks. Can't beat that. Next one here I got was the next seasonal set that Lego has released here for the spring, kind of Easter time. And I really like this. This is the Lego 40639 Bird's Nest. So you have a couple of birds. You have a mama bird and then 2 little baby birds, and then you have like a little nest with some flowers and some eggs. So I really like this. I'm trying to think if Lego released anything for Valentine's Day, because they've done that in the past, and I think we might have gotten like hearts, like, you know, frame thing, which I don't know why they did that instead of another vignette set like this, but this is really cool. I love the colors here with the gray and the orange with the mama bird, and then the different shades of yellow here for the baby birds. So yeah, this will be nice to build, you know, in a couple months here, you know, as we slowly transition into spring here. I mean, today it's end of February and it's like 60 degrees outside, so really great. So hopefully that weather keeps up. All right. So moving in here, we go back to Target. I picked up some sets. I got this one yesterday. I was just at the store with my family and my girlfriend and just wanted to grab one of these. I saw a couple of them on the shelf and I was like, well, let me grab one just so I can say I bought one and build it. And that is the new Lego Battle Pack, the 75345 501st Clone Troopers Battle Pack. Yeah, so this one has the screwed up box art. So I'll be curious to see, like, in the coming months if we get a different box art with this. For anyone who's not familiar, this one character here, his antenna is actually not inserted into the actual hole where the antenna should be inserted on his helmet. So that's a printing error. I kind of want to hold on to this box and see if, like, in the next coming months, if we get different box art because of that. But you know, because this might be a collector's item because of that, who knows? This is just the investor in me thinking. But yeah, this is a very basic battle pack. Obviously the minifigures are the show here, but the cannon's pretty nice. Is this worth $20? No. The way that Lego treats the Clone Trooper sets, I can imagine this will probably go on sale at some point. So if you want to wait until it goes on sale for like $16, I would suggest doing that. Otherwise, I think this set's going to be around for a while, so you can probably wait and get that at some point. Okay, so there's that. And then the last set I got here was one that I put off buying for a while, just never saw a sale for it. And Lego, or I guess Target had a sale, you know, spend $50, get the $10 gift card. So I was able to use one of the $10 gift cards I got from a previous transaction, which I'm still waiting on to get here, to buy this set. And funny enough, I actually bought this after I made the other purchase, so shipping, you know, stuff, go figure, right? But this was the last helmet set that I needed to get before the new ones come out here in the spring of 2023, and that is the Dark Trooper helmet. So again, story time with this. I know people talked about it online, but I find it hilarious that Lego is like, comes out and says, we're not making helmet sets based off of like C3PO or whatever, because they're not technically considered a helmet because it's not someone wearing a helmet. But the Dark Trooper is a robot, so this is not considered a helmet either. This is the head of a robot. So I don't know if this means that Lego will transition to other things. I mean, I would love to see C3PO, maybe like a B1 battle droid or super battle droid head. I don't know, something different, right? Maybe IG-88 would be really cool. So I don't necessarily think you need to change the name of the line. I mean, helmet collection can still mean helmet collection. I don't think it really, like, no one's really gonna care about that. But yeah, really excited to get this though. You can see here the back. The build leaves a little bit to be desired. When I look at this angle, this looks really ugly. When I look at it from this side, it looks a little bit better. So we'll see what it looks like when I actually open it up and give it a build. But it's just really tough with these blacks, these black colored sets, because it's very hard to see the angles and the details from a box. It's something you really have to open up and build. Same issue with like the TIE Fighter helmet and Darth Vader. Like, I just feel like once you open up and build it, you'll kind of see the angles and see everything. It's really hard to show it, especially on a black box. So there's that challenge as well. But I think this is a decent set for $60. It's interesting because I believe this set went up in price, but Target kept it at $60. So I was like, all right, well, I'll go ahead and use my $10 gift card and get this for $50. I think that's a pretty decent deal for this. And yeah, really happy that Lego is continuing this line of helmet sets. I mean, this is their 4th year of helmets, and I just love them. I mean, you can see behind me I have more than just the Star Wars ones. I have the Batman one, the Iron Man ones hanging on my wall. So yeah, they're just a really great display piece. Every time have people over and I show them the helmet sets, they're always like, wow, that's really cool. And, you know, they're just a really nice piece for my collection. You know, as I transition to kind of thinking about what I want to buy more with Lego and not so much buying sets that I'm not going to find enjoyment out of or be able to display. They're definitely one of those that still sticks at the top of my list, and I'm really hyped for the sets that are coming out this year. You know, we have Commander Cody, Captain Rex, the Bush helmet from Return of the Jedi that Princess Leia wore. So they're not slowing down with this. I do like the three a year model. I think that's a really good approach to this. You know, not releasing too many. But and another thing too, they always make great gifts. I mean, you know, it's funny when you know, when these sets get announced, I almost always like basically save them for gift season for me. Like, you know, because my girlfriend, my friends, and my family, like, you know, they're always thinking about like what they want to get for me for my birthday or Christmas, and um, those helmet sets are really easy gifts to get people, right? You know, so that's kind of why I'm not saying like I purposely do that, but like, you know, obviously I try to keep some options available for people that are looking to get me Lego for Christmas, which never expect, but always happy to have it. But yeah, anyways, long diatribe there aside, really happy with these Lego sets, really happy to start building some of this stuff. My backlog's starting to thin down a little bit here as I try to build some more sets, so there's that. But yeah, otherwise that's been my haul here for Lego, so thanks for watching this part. All right, guys, so thank you so much for watching this haul. This has been a very long haul video. I don't know how long this will end up being, probably close to like 40 or 45 minutes maybe, but hope you guys enjoyed this. And as I said before, a lot of good stuff I was able to pick up, and a lot of building I have ahead of me. So as I mentioned in the top of the video, I do have a couple more videos coming down the pipeline for you guys, so make sure you stay tuned for those. They are from a comic trip I took with my friends a couple weekends ago at the time of recording, and a lot of good stuff on those haul videos, so I'm really excited to show those to you guys and get some feedback on what you guys think of what I bought. So other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you on the flip side. Peace.